whatever say that is actually packed with knowledge, whatever say that has got to do with the updates or what the news or whatever. It may be something that you heard in the news that you don't like, that you want to talk about. That's today is that day. So it's the open mic, and I'm welcoming you to another nighttime show, open mic, where you have your say on your premium talk station, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM right here in Lagos. I am Rahim, and welcoming you to another day. It's pretty much awesome. You gotta be thanking God for keeping you alive. And then if there's no reason for you to thank God or appreciate yourself, try and remember that there's a lot of people in the hospital right now. A lot of them in the hospital that can't talk, that are actually wire being, passed through their body. They really can't do anything, but you are actually up and doing something. You are up and doing. So you appreciate God. If you're not a God believer, appreciate the universe. If you are not a universe believer, you don't believe in anything that's got to do with spirit or with, you don't believe in God. You don't believe in, if you understand what I mean. If you don't believe in any of this religious stuff, then of course, just believe in yourself and take it easy on the others. So welcome once again on your nighttime show. Friday is the open mic, and the mic will be open after now. So today is actually, let's begin by, talk about the International Retainer Day, which is actually every July the 19th. And, it happens, and today, 19th of July, is that when there is a lot to be done and to put some things in check. So have you ever heard of the International Retainer Day, which falls on today every year? To let you know, this day actually challenges you to commit to your beautiful smile, and by keeping your retainer on after dental treatment. You understand now? Okay. So this International Retainer Day recognizes the value of retainers, which help users to maintain a straight and of course beautiful smile years after undergoing the orthodontic treatment. Now in the early 1900s, the 1900s, retainers were introduced to prevent teeth from sleeping sideways. Those retainers, I'm going to explain more deeper so you understand exactly what retainer meant. But for those who understand already, just follow me. So in the 1900s, retainers were introduced to prevent teeth from sleeping sideways. The smile retained straight. As a result of this, if you don't use your retainer following the orthodontic treatment, obviously your teeth may shift or revert to their prior incorrect positions. So if you have been slacking on your retainer, now is the time to get back on track. Retainer are the things that you see some people put some things in their teeth just to correct some of their teeth, some people tend to take that out, but that's retainer right there. So today they're celebrating that Retainer Day, and years ago, the causes of dental teeth problems weren't actually well understood then. So in the 5000 BC, a Sumerian text described tooth worms as causing dental decay, and this idea wasn't actually proving false until the 1700s. So talking about dental stuff, human have been dealing with tooth pain. One of the most painful pains in the world is tooth pain. You don't if you've not experienced tooth pain before, then I don't know, maybe you need to have one so you can have a good experience and you let people know I've been there before. Another funny thing about my is that when it starts, when I was having a tooth decay, my teeth, I couldn't get retainers on my teeth. I couldn't get retainers on my teeth. The reason was because my jaws is somehow, so they couldn't get the put retainers. But what I actually told the dental doc, the dentist, was to get the teeth off, because the particular teeth down there at the end of the jaw is actually slided, and his retainer is what they use to correct the teeth. So since retainer can't go for obvious reasons that I personally don't even understand, I told them they need to take the teeth off. But knowing the history of injecting me anesthesia and it doesn't work in my body, it was a difficult thing for the operation to go on so many times, so many years. So I decided not to. So the teeth is bent, is slided, and he's chewing on my gum. And you know, when the gum is open by the teeth, it's definitely going to be a decay. And when there's decay, bacteria gets into the, because of the food particles, you definitely will start having pains. And that's it. So I went through it just like as I'm saying. No retainers. I'm thinking about trying the retainer again, which is what I'm going to try. Let's see if we can get the type. My jaws is quite tight. Yeah, and they have names for all of that. So if you don't have pains, tooth pains, you don't know. You should be thanking God. If not had any experience of that, just be thanking God, because man, it's some I don't know what kind of pain. It's because it transcends to the brain. And you know, whatever gets to the brain is like you're almost dying. It's a serious pain. You don't want to experience that. And if you've not, just be thanking God that such thing has not happened to you. Okay, seriously. But then humans have been dealing with tooth pain and rearranging teeth for over 2,000 years on a mummified remains dating back to the Egyptian Empire. Okay, it remains dating back to the Egyptian Empire. So this archaeologist, they actually found devices designed to treat, what we call the malocclusion. That is the abnormal alignment of the teeth and jaw. So crude metal implements have been actually discovered to wrap around the teeth. When some of you actually see some people having the metal in the teeth, you laugh at them. You don't know why they're putting on those teeth. Those are the metal. Those are the retainers. These called retainers that actually put the teeth together, correct the teeth. Just like you have eye problems at a time, and then you get an eye, what's it called? Eye drops or glasses to correct your eye at that time. It's the same thing. You have retainers to correct and align your teeth together. And for those of you that can take it out, retainers will be best. And then you need to go for your, because a lot of us don't even want to do this kind of thing. So many of us don't like it. So we don't even understand what that is. Africans, mostly Nigerians, who is not really gone far in some details, something like this, they don't care. Just go about their business. So whatever happens, it happens at the end of the day, and they have themselves to blame at the end of the day. So Pierre Fauchard, a guy called Pierre Fauchard, came to be known as the father of modern dentistry. Okay, so thanks to his invention, he was the one who invented the modern braces, those bracelet, you know, that they use in the teeth. He devised used string and flat strips of metal to draw the teeth together. All right. So once again, when you see people with bracelet, or we see people with retainers or whatever metal in their mouths and on their teeth, don't laugh at them. Don't say they're trying to front. Those are people. So many people don't know about that they are trying to get their teeth together. It's to correct align their teeth to be together, not the teeth to fall off or to be sat line. And most of the times when the teeth get back to the other side of the gum, when you chew, you're not chewing the food, you're now chewing your gum. So when you injure yourself and particles of the food you're eating gets into the gum, it decays. Bacteria comes in and you start having pains. Your face is swollen, your teeth is falling off, and and because we don't normally go to the dentist to check, of course, a lot of us don't have an HMO. Some of us don't really know what a hospital is about. You don't know what exactly how you can take care of your body parts, and because of money, again, some people don't even want to go. So that's it. All right. So despite its crudeness, this equipment was actually more akin to the retainers used in the orthodontics. Okay, so individual connectors on each tooth were actually employed on Fachet's braces. The man called Fachet was the one who invented the braces or bracelet for the teeth, allowing for more precise adjustment. And since then, the orthodontics has evolved to provide even more pleasant treatment, such as the inclusion of wiring and rubber bands in the mid-19th century. Now, Dr. Charles Hawley, another guy, invented the adjustable retainer that allows for corrections by the orthodontist. It remains one of the most well-known methods, for protecting the alignment of the teeth. So, so many people invented different stuff. Work. I got another guy's name is Essex, the Essex retainer. He actually, his name is John Sheridan. In 1993, he actually invented the Essex retainer, and in that year, becoming increasingly very popular. So this model of retainer allows for maintenance of teeth alignment while being significantly less obstructive, okay, compared to the one that Ali one that made from thin clear PVC material, making it less noticeable. When people look at it, you don't really see it. There's nothing there, but there's something there on the wearer or on anybody who's actually putting it on. So users can also wear these retainers without even impacting their speech. It won't affect their speech or obscuring their smiles, So, today dental patients have a variety of options to suit their, preferences, and now that's something to smile about. Okay, so is good morning for those of you who you want to get your teeth together. First of all, you need to know what's up with your body and know which part of your teeth that needs to be put together. So go to the dentist. So yeah, this is about it. He didn't talk about dentists, but if you don't understand, it's all about it. So it's the International Retainer Day, July 19, where they talk about the flamboyant retainers that is supposed to be putting your teeth together, all the same. Okay, so moving along, I've got one more we need to talk about before we get into it. So today is the International Words of Friends Day. Today is that day that you are You do a lot with friends. National Word with Friends Day is celebrated today. It's a day that commemorates the game words with friends. Players have to use their knowledge and creativity to form words to win points, similar to classic board game Scrabble. You remember Scrabble? So the objective there is to build words in a crossword puzzle form. Okay, so that's it. So that's what they're doing. The International National Words with Friends Day. Then you need to, whatever, get along with a friend with this kind of game. And some of us don't even do a game. How many of you that actually do games? Life is easy over there. Well, man, life is crazy here. I remember the day somebody came to my home and saw me playing playing a game. PlayStation, PS. Well, I played PS 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I have not actually gone into the 5 one. So recent 4. I was playing, not 3, I think I was playing 4, yeah. That was the last I played. And somebody came into the house and looked at me and said, "No, this guy, how old is he?" And he was blabbing and talking about him. But by the time we schooled him, we had to let him know that, look, I know is a big thing for Africans. They think playing a game is for children, but it's not for children. Playing a game is for everyone. And I can't start explaining all of that for those who know. No. So, most especially when you are actually engaged in too many things, your brain accumulates a lot. You multitask. You need to play games. And you have, thought processes that's really deep. You're a good thinker. Play games. It's not for kids. It's for everyone. If you want to be smart. If you want to be smart, play. So by now, he's playing games. He had to go buy his own PS4. We start playing games together. Even his wife is now playing games too. So when you have the chance, just go do it. You got work to do, yes. Go play a game. A game is not for kids, please. It's not for kids. All right. So it's time for us to open the phone lines. Not today. I just want you guys to be happy. Go ahead. Speak to me. What is that thing that you want to talk about? What's that thing? Just have your say. Is it something in the news you want to talk about? Is it something that's happening in the politics? Is it something happening in your neighborhood? Is there anything going on trending that you want to talk about? You want to say some, however you want to say it. Is it venting? You want to vent about whatever? The phone lines will be open now and the microphone will be on your side. You're welcome back. It is 9:57 p.m. We're just gonna keep it going. It's Friday. It's Open Mic Friday. We are actually letting you to have your say. Voice of the People 90.3 FM is the radio for you. So get ready. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp call and a chat line is 081 So that's it. So is it what you want to talk about? Is it about the saga in the House of Assembly? Is it a saga about Ndume rejecting the appointment as the Senate Tourism Committee chairman? And is it the whoop his ass out as a chief whip? Or is it what's going on in Edo State? Shebu, the new PDP, what it called? Setting aside Shebu's case and uplifting Gadalo as the PDP governorship aspirant. What? Too many things going on. But if you want to go off from politics, okay, fine. Let's go into something else. Is it what's going on in River State, or you want to talk about your neighborhood, or you want to talk about something else? However you want to talk. This is a constructive day. You can be constructive in your words and be civil, and let's just have a conversation. However, it is your own turn to talk. All these days we talk. Now is you to talk. 0700 903 903 903. And then you get this WhatsApp call or WhatsApp line. You want to chat with me or send me a voice note. So you want to send me a message. You can send a message to 081 71756338. I am Rahim, waiting for your call. Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
My name is
Hello? Hello? Okay, network? I can't hear you. Are you still there? Are you there?
Okay. Yeah.
Good evening. So, welcome. What you say your name was? Oh my God, it's breaking. What you say your name was again?
Adedayo Olaoluwapo.
Okay, Adedayo. All right, you're welcome. Where are you calling from, please? Ouch. I'm sorry about that. Adedayo. Your line, I'm not hearing you. Is truncating.
Okay, I will try to call back.
Okay, fine. Now, see, the thing just came up now. And now, okay, so maybe you should go ahead now. Let me hear you.
Okay. I'm first time caller from VOP. I've been driving for
welcome on board. My bell is not close to me. It's very far away from me, but I'm going to ring it for you, Adedayo. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So my take is concerning the minimum wage. Not happy with what the outcome does. The economy is not spending.
Yeah. Adedayo, you need to call back because I believe that the network is bad. Maybe you need to change position, okay? Because I barely hear what you are saying. 0700 903 903 903. So for Adedayo, that's the blessing, or the bell of blessing for you. It's the 1 minute gone past the top of the hour, 10 o'clock, and 1 hour and a couple of minutes is what we have to talk. So if you want to call in, please, now is the time. 0700 903 903 903. And if you want to send me a message, you can actually call in on WhatsApp, or you can do a chat line. Yes, you can send me a message, or you can even call the WhatsApp line 081 71756338. Hello, you're welcome on board. And hello,
Hey.
Mrs. Kenny, you're welcome on board.
Yeah, I
What?
just kind of touch a little bit on this World Retainer Day.
Oh, World Retainer Day. Okay.
I think it was very open process for you to actually share from your personal perspective. I mean, I think it's really good. It keeps everyone, comfortable knowing that it's good to share those kind of things, and then it also encourages people to go check themselves out and get their teeth aligned.
Okay.
Do you know, as of last year, those retainers, the braces, you know that they cost between 700,000 and 1 point something million naira?
Wow.
I'm telling you. Depends on the dentist that you go to and the extent of work they have to do. It's really expensive.
Uh-huh.
But the final product, is what you wanted to look at. When that's the final result and you're happy about it, they really do a good job. So thank you for sharing on that.
Thank you too for letting me know.
Yeah. Yeah, what it also does, it shows up people's self-confidence because people with those challenges, sometimes they don't smile as widely as they'd like to smile.
Mm-hmm.
So that to give them the self-confidence and self-esteem when their feet are well arranged. So it's really a good thing.
Yeah.
So thanks again for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about, on our team, this radio station and our particular show is that we are solution providers. And there was a time we were talking about those who know how to cook and those who do not know how to cook. I was thinking that I want to challenge anyone that knows how to cook. Share with us online.
Really?
It's like, take for instance, a lot of people, first of all, I'm wanting to say, from my own mindset, I wouldn't say that someone that can put a pot on the stove, add water, add food, and start the process cannot cook. Maybe they're a bad cook, but because they know the process of actually getting the food cooked, they can cook, but they're a bad cook. That's what I would say.
So there's nothing like there's nothing like you can't cook, but there's something like you're a bad cook.
To embellish what you said, you can actually say you don't know how to cook when you don't even know what to start with.
Okay.
You don't know what to do. It's like a little child. Hey, can you cook? A little child will say, no, I can't cook. Truly, they cannot cook.
Yeah.
Because they don't know whether to put a pot, water, or whatever. They have no clue.
Okay.
So as long as you have a clue that maybe water gets in, salt gets in, pepper gets in, and all those little things, and the food stuff get in, but the outcome of your cooking is bad.
Okay.
Then the person is a bad cook.
It's a bad cook.
That's
All right. Because people always say that when you don't know how to cook, I mean, when even though you know things, but the outcome is bad, they don't say you're a bad cook. People just say you don't know how to cook, and they say you don't know how to cook. That is
exactly. That's what most people say.
Okay.
And then even I would push it a little further. In Igbo land, the particular state I'm from, because it's not all Igbo people that cook in quote onugbu soup the way Anambra people cook onugbu soup, because we use ogidi in our onugbu soup. So the Anambra state people, the original way to cook onugbu soup, they use a clay pot, what they call oko, and they cook this onugbu soup without salt, and it is very thick. That was the ancient way of cooking onugbu soup, authentic onugbu soup with ogidi. It's cooked in oko. In this present day and time, we've thrown away oko. The onugbu soup is not thick as it used to be. I'm talking about pottage yam thickness. The one that doesn't have water. That's the consistency of the onugbu soup of Mwochie. But in this present dispensation, if you go to house A and go to house B, go to house C, And they all bring their own different variations of onubu soup. This person might want more okide in it. This person might not want as much. This one might want it thick. This one might not want it as much. You cannot call the one that cooks the different from the other one a bad cook. Or sorry, you cannot say they cannot cook. It's just that if your palate does not align with the way or method of cooking, then they're a bad cook for you. So that's where I'm coming from. Now, with that, I'm wanting to say, if anyone wants to teach us, one of the challenges things that a lot of people run away from cooking are typically soup. But soup is very easy. It's just water. You put.
Who said it's easy? It ain't easy.
I think it's easy.
That's you.
Yes, the way I approach cooking really is I break it down to simple steps. Most people, when they look at a soup, they say, oh my goodness, how do they arrive at this? So they come up straight. But if they have a mindset that it's really easy, take for instance, if you wanted to cook a soup that has stockfish in it, that has fish in it, dry fish, and that has another protein in it, maybe snail, automatically, the hardest protein is what you're going to cook first, and that is stockfish. So you're not going to cook stockfish with the dry fish and with the meat all at the same time, because they would not all cook at the same rate. Another beautiful thing that has been introduced into the cooking world is the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker can cook faster in a fraction of the time it would take if you're cooking in a regular pot. I would, by my own experience, that the slowest cooking pot is the iron ore. The iron ore is what they call itona. That one is really thick, and it takes time for it to pump and really cook the food properly. So you have to be aware of the utensils you're using in order to have a good outcome. Just putting that right there. The premium pots that we have today are the really thick ones. They're similar to the Itona kind of consistency, very thick. Those ones are awesome. If you put water, and not too much water, it can really cook your food tender, nice, if you cook it on low heat. But, there's so many techniques that come to play. So now, just taking that out of the way. Now, going back to cooking, a lot of people are afraid of cooking soup because, they're afraid that, okay, I don't know what to put at, maybe my stuff should be too hard, maybe this and that. Just think about it this way. Cooking is just a technique. And cooking really is a chemical reaction. Do you know that? It is, because what you're doing is that you're converting the state of, the consistency or whatever, like say for instance, you want to cook stockfish. You want to make sure that the flavors are inside the stockfish. I've seen people, and I'm not exaggerating, they wash the stockfish, put it in a pot, and nothing is added. Just water and stuff. And then when they're cooking, they expect a miracle to happen, that the seasons will go, the flavor will go into the stockfish. You need to season your stockfish. You put your onions, you put your crayfish, your pepper, your salt with the stockfish. I've also seen some people, they're cooking their meat, or they're cooking, chicken or whatever it is they're cooking, they're cooking for their soup or for their stew. It's just the water and that protein. And they expect a miracle to happen. That when they're cooking, when the food is put and everything is combined together, that the flavor will somehow, by osmosis, get into that protein. It doesn't happen that way. And that is why sometimes when you eat some food, It's as if the flavor is coating the protein, and you still have some bland taste inside the protein. It's because they didn't flavor the protein. So I'm just giving a tip now. If you're wanting to cook, start with flavoring the protein if you're cooking the protein separate. So for stockfish, if you're not using the pressure cooker, you put your crayfish, you put your onions, you put your salt. If you like pepper, you put it in there. Now with the pressure cooker, you put water above the level of the protein. So you have the pieces of the protein in there. Let the water cover it and extend it a little bit. And then when you put it up, that thing, I'm telling you, we cook in 30 minutes because it's the pressure cooker.
A lot
So
of
what you
people
want
don't
to
know
do?
about pressure that.
Exactly. But those of us that do know about pressure cooker, it's going to cook in 30 minutes as opposed to 1 hour that it would take at least for that stockfish to become soft. Fish, and what they call it, towel, isham, they belong in the pressure cooker. So when you spice it up and you cook it, at medium heat, you have to be mindful because the pressure cooker lets out in intermittently. That's the water evaporated. And if you're not careful, that's it is going to burn. So if it releases the first out of the steam, you turn it to low. And you let it simmer for the remaining time between, the 0 and 30 minutes time frame. And when you bring it out, the aroma alone that will escape with the steam will get the juices running. So I'm just saying that as a tip. That you now want to cook whatever it is. It's chicken, is it meat, of course. Well, let me not say of course. The female chicken is harder, is tougher than the male chicken. The female chicken is called old layer. That is a stronger version of chicken. The male chicken is not old layer. Some people, I think they call it orobo or something. When you go to the market, they call it orobo. Got a lot of fat and all that. It's soft. So if you're wanting to cook old layer and you have orobo, you need to separate them. Because if you cook both of them together, the orobo will become too soft while the old layer is still coming along.
Okay.
So you want to cook both layers separate. Again, please season, flavor your food at the time you're putting it in. Most people also like to cook on high heat. That high heat is not ideal. The most you can go is medium, unless you are cooking moi, cook on high heat. But if you're cooking soup, you're cooking stew, you're cooking rice, you don't need high heat. Medium, but ideally low heat, because when you simmer your food, you take less water to cook the food. It's tender and it's more flavorful. So just this tips I'm wanting to give. So I'm not going to take too much time, but if anyone wants to share with us how to cook moi, what I would suggest, if you're telling us the recipe, tell us the proportion. I'll give you an example. For 1 derica of olotu beans. So you need to specify the type of beans you're using. Because I've done experiments. I love to experiment. I tried one day to experiment with oloyi. Oloyi is a sweet bean. It's naturally sweet and it's in 30 minutes. It's very fast to cook. Olotu, some people call it iron beans. That's a darker one. The honey beans is the light one, light brown. And then olotu is the darker one. That's the one that's ideal for akara and moi. I tried one day, made this experiment. I entered the kitchen and did the same thing I do, for olotu beans. I used oloyi. man, this moi moi did not turn out well. So I determined in my mind that from now on going forward, it must be Olotu, that there's a reason for that.
Okay.
So what for Olotu be, if you're wanting to share your prowess in making more money, come share with us. Tell us, 1 derica of Olotu beans, how much oil? Is it 70, is it 50 mils of oil that you're going to put? Is it going to be 1 spoon of red oil? You know, I don't like it when someone is speaking someone and they're not explicit. What it tells me is that you yourself, you don't even know how to do it. So, but if you are explicit, then I would say, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. Because mentally, I'm already cooking it and imagining it in my mind.
Okay.
For me, I love soft moi moi. I don't like the very hard one. You know, you can make your moi moi as hard as you want. You can make it, well, you cannot make it as soft as you want. There's a limit to the softness of the moi moi,
Okay.
otherwise it would not gel. You. But soft moi moi, the recipe for soft moi moi is adequate oil. Because when you put that oil and you don't put too much water, what it's going to do is you would have such a soft moi moi that's delicious. Another thing also is not too much onion. I love onion. In 1 derica of the Olotu beans, I'm talking about moi moi now, not akara. If you are making akara and you're blending it, you don't put as much water in akara when you're blending the beans as opposed to when you're doing the moi moi. So you have to tell whoever is blending the beans for you. Let you know akara making, reduce the water. Otherwise, it will be flat akara. You know, flat like a disc, a disc, you know, flat. Not round, nice, puffed up, you know, akara ball. So if you're wanting a well puffed up akara, reduce the water. So I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I'm going to tie that. So back to the moi moi. With 1 derica of beans, Olotu beans, I will put a good size of onion, you know, in it. People like pepper, whatever your pepper, you know, palette is, you put in there. If you want to put crayfish, you put in there. Crayfish is good, but it's not a necessity. Salt, you put in there. Crayfish and onion, 2 major spices that make food delicious. But if you can't afford it, what can you do? I mean, there's already protein in the beans. But onion is good. So once you put that ginger, it's also good. So you put that in, and when you're blending it, to blend it up, and, you know, let them not put too much water again, because they might also overwater it beyond what you want. Then when you go home, with that 1 derica of beans, I would put at least 1 sachet of the 50 ml oil. Luckily now everything is a sachet. So when I'm saying 1 sachet, you know what I'm talking about. So you put that 1 sachet of the oil, stir it up. Now, if you want the soft more like the one I like, you're going to make sure that when after you know blended everything and you've added the oil. Another thing I want to mention to people is that beans does not like salt. If you put salt in beans the way you put salt in rice, you won't be able to eat that bean because the salt will be too much.
Okay.
So you need to put very little salt and be careful to stir it thoroughly and taste that mixture.
All right.
One thing I suggest to people that use bouillon cubes, for those that don't know what bouillon cubes are, you know, Knorr, Maggi, those are bouillon cubes. What I would suggest to them is if you're putting bouillon cubes in your mind, boil water first. Let it boil. In a small container, dissolve the bouillon cube completely. you don't feel it growing, when it is smooth and it's completely dissolved before you add it to the mixture, so that it doesn't go to one place and stay. So those are the tips I would say. Then if you're using nylon, we have nylon, we have plastic container, we have the metal container, and then we have the leaf. So of course, if it's the nylon, the metal container, and the leaf and everything, I even do this. I don't know how many in my pot. I put a backhoe. There's holes in the backhoe. That's where my container.
Mrs. Skinner, you're breaking.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I said I use a backhoe bag and I pierce holes in the backhoe bag, and then I now sit it inside the pot and fold it. And I do that. What it helps me to do is that once the food is cooked, I arrange all the moi moi inside. Once it's cooked, I can easily bring it out. So, but anyway, I want to hear from another person. Tell us, teach us today. Let us enrich somebody. Oh, God bless us all.
Okay.
Good job. Have a good one.
Thank you. All right, now, Mrs. Skinner is taking the time to teach us how to do certain things. Okay, that is her own open mic for tonight, and thank you, Mrs. Skinner, for that. And anybody else who wants to do that also can also call in. It's your day. All right, 0700-903-903-903. And I've got too many things to talk about, but I don't want to talk. I want you to be able to talk. What is that thing you want to talk about? Hello. Turn down the volume, please, on your device. All right, I lost that call. 0700-903-903-903. WhatsApp for calls and chat line messages 081-717-56338. Hello, what's your name? Hello?
My name is Kelechi. Hello, good evening.
Oh, Kelechi, my friend. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's okay. I want to come from a different angle.
No problem, whatever.
And maybe I'll be asking you some questions.
Asking me, do you think I can answer you the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yes. So, from the government angle, I would say go back to the definition of democracy. As we are taught, as we are told, that democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Yeah.
Hope I'm right.
Yeah, of course.
Good. That's part of the question. That means there's a kind of relationship. There's a kind of interaction.
Yeah.
There's a kind of agreement between the people and the government.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And I believe too that during their campaign, that's what they called town hall meetings. Hope I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I almost say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they usually have town hall meetings. No, that's what I wanted to say. Because if you're talking about interactions with the people, the government officials, they actually put down what we call the town hall meeting, and for them to have an interaction with the people and take questions, answer them, and their plans. So you're right. Go ahead.
Yes. To have interaction with the people. So another thing I want to ask is this. Are the government still having interaction with the people? Like what I used to see them during their campaigns, they go around, they talk to people, they relate with the people. Though I've not seen, but I think I once heard that maybe a governor going to the market, talking to people, buying corn, collecting the people as if they are not the very people that will distance themselves from the people. A kind of, I don't want to use certain words. I don't know, but let me underline it. A kind of deceit playing out.
It's okay.
Now, after the election, I don't usually see these things again. I mean, these platforms again. And to me, it's very, very worrisome. So many a time I talk about this because I go to the market, I see people. Among these people, the same market, I see the widows, I see old women, I see old men, I see orphans carrying their bag, going around maybe with 1,000 naira, trying to pick one or two things. And it's very, very difficult for them. So, if it's possible, though I don't know if they are still living in the same world with us. I don't know if they are still hearing our language. And yes, I don't know if they are still hearing, if we are still speaking the same language. Today I feel that after the election, they go into another world to go and exist.
Yeah,
and
well.
Why they leave us here.
Yeah, I mean, that attitude when you see a politician contesting at the time of the election, they will now go and be chewing corn, buy corn in the marketplace, carry something in their head just to, gain acceptance from the market people, from the ordinary man and women. But at the end of the day, when they get to office, they don't do those things anymore. It's obviously seen written on the plain black and white that they're doing it because they just want to get the people to support them at the time. So I mean, if that is that means it's not genuine. This is what we are seeing. It's not a genuine thing they're doing. They're just doing it to get you to vote for them. And because if it's genuine, they will continue to do it. And from this opportunity, as the country is, it will be a big opportunity for them to be able to talk to the ordinary man in the market, in the street, and then take their complaints back and see what they can do and make some changes. But they don't do those things. So. And
this makes one to cry. And it actually speaks volumes. It's very, very worrisome.
It is.
That you are leading people you don't even know how they fare. You are leading people you don't know how they go to bed. You are leading people you don't know what they are going through. You don't know what they are going through. The old men in the village, some of them, they don't have children that can take care of them and all the rest. It brings tears into one side.
Yeah, Nigeria.
But I don't know who may be. I don't know who may be listening to me.
Okay.
If it's possible. If it's possible. Like the other time when I suggested local governments having their farm.
Okay. Nice.
If it's possible, they can also step into the market. They can also step into the market to see what is going on in the market. The prices of this commodity is not people that usually fix the price. It's human beings that fix this price. I was privileged to be close to one of the, do I call it, marketers. I was privileged to be close to him. And from what I gathered, from what I discovered that he fixes his prices anyhow he likes. For instance, now I go to market, the cost of production is like, let me say, 20,000 naira. He may decide to sell that in 40,000 naira. which is very, very exorbitant. So if the government can step in to check how people fix their prices, somebody can say, oh, that is how they buy whatever they are selling. What do you expect them to do? But if the government can step in, how much do you buy this? Even from down to the people that are even producing, to the market authorities, down to the people that are producing, to the market, to everyone. Yesterday I was listening to one of the radio stations, I don't know if it's GMT, when they were talking about the owning of officers. When they are talking about the owning of officers going to the market, to go and instruct on how certain products should be sold.
Okay.
I was very, very excited.
Okay.
That if the government can also step down and they come down to our own level to check how these prices are fixed. Because you cannot tell me, okay, right here in Port Harcourt, they bring down Gary from Benue, they bring down Gary from Enugu. And you see people also within River State here now, okay, bringing Gary to the same market.
Mm-hmm.
And those people that are bringing Gary from Enugu or from Benue, they will check their prices and everything and come up. Then it's okay. Because of the expenses they run through, they will say, okay, if we are selling a bag of Gary, how much out to come out maybe in 20 profit, let's say 3,000, 3,500. But somebody sees within the same place, we still bring Gary from the farm without much transport, selling it in exorbitantly, sometimes even more than.
So you're talking about market people.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So you're talking, literally what you're saying is that the market people are the one, the area where the market people are increasing and hiking the food. They've,
Exactly.
Yeah, they hike it on their own. Okay, all right. I mean,
they're actually taking advantage.
Okay, fine. They have their own issue, yes, but they are not automatically the people responsible. There are things that are responsible, okay, and we can hold the government responsible, but they have their own to play. And I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yes, they always increase exorbitant, prices and where it's not supposed to be. And they do it, and every day you go to the market, everything is changed. Every week you go, things are. So you're wondering. Now, the Gary they're talking about now, would you say it is the dollar that is going up and down? Are we importing Gary now? Or would you say now in Port Harcourt now, we don't have Fulani headsmen that is coming there to come and be killing people in their farms? Yes, it's done in some areas in the south, in the north. But we get the Port Harcourt people produce Gary well. Look, the last time I was there, I went out to eat. I couldn't find any other thing to eat. It was Gary and fufu. So that is where you see it plenty, and people there love it. They don't care about your semo or wheat, except few people. So I understand totally what you're saying, Kelechi.
Okay, I don't like taking much time because I know other people are just hanging out to calling. So what I want to suggest is if the same government can come in. Do you know that when I was much younger, I used to hear them that, company brings essential commodities down to the companies or whatever, and the prices are cheaper. If the government too can take, I don't know who is listening to me, if it is the local government, if there can be an arrangement, the government can step into this market, bring down these commodities to compete. I'm telling you the truth, to compete. You will see that prices in the market will forcefully come down. I'm telling you the truth. It's like now, if people are selling a double of Gary, let's say 1,000 naira, and the government takes them to be selling 800 or whatever, or even, I don't know. Do you know that it is going to curtail all these excesses? It's going to bring some people to their knees. And by so doing, we are going to see competition. So I don't know how people can be helped out. I don't know how whoever that can come in. As the new official, according to what I heard yesterday, they gave that instruction. I'm not sure that anybody is going to, go contrary. So, let me stop so far so that others can take into stuff.
Okay. Yeah, thank
Hello,
you.
can you hear
Kelechi.
me?
I can hear you clearly. Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
my submission on this thing.
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you.
It's all right.
0700-903-903-903. WhatsApp is 081-7175-6338. You can call and have your say. It's the open mic every Fridays. Allow you to be, to give a submission on anything you want to talk about. You can have your say. Talk about anything else, ranging from politics to whatever, personal, community, socials. I'm here to hear from you. Hello, what's your name, please?
Good evening. My name is Good.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you
Hello?
hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
I want to ask you a question, sir.
You will stop asking me a question, please. Ask your president question. Come on. You have a governor.
My question have no business with President, please. I beg you.
So which one is now? So your question have business with me. I'm gonna let me hear your question. Let me see. If I can't answer it, I'll say I jump and pass. Go ahead.
Okay. Is there any reason for someone to happen to be smart, brilliant, in educational level that can stop not to be smart and intelligent?
Could you have to speak out so I can hear you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, pronounce the words.
Okay, I said, is there any reason or any, is there any reason for someone not to be, someone that was intelligent, that someone that was smart and brilliant not to be again?
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
Okay.
Number one, I will start by the one that a lot of people do not know, and some people would rather just do not want to talk about it. First of all, it is spiritual.
Are you serious?
Of course.
Okay.
Why are you saying, am I serious? You mean you don't know that somebody can get dull when things are taken from the person?
I know, but
They don't tell you that on radio or TV. I'm telling you now. Okay.
That is my question, and if I don't know, let me answer that you can explain to me. Okay, that is just my question. I don't want to talk much.
Okay. All right now. Thanks for calling. The reason why I want you to stay on, because if somebody calls, I might want to pick, and I want to let that call go because before you hear some talks that now. But the thing is, there are a lot of things that could make somebody dull who is very smart. First of all, spiritual. Okay. And that part is a part that a lot of people don't want to hear. But of course, things can be taken from you that, and then there are a lot of others. It could be, well, let me take my time to answer you. Akuchinya. This one that you guys are asking me questions these days. And I'm not just in the mood to talk about it, but then of course, there's a whole lot. Okay. I'll take my time and answer you that. It could be caused by so many things. Even children who are smart, toddlers, teenagers, but all of a sudden you see them, you can, one of the things can attribute it to, playing a lot and not concentrating on their studies. Okay. And so many other vice stuff that can cause it, which I'm going to let you know about it. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I lost that call. Okay. So 0700 903 903 903 08171756338 is the number. I do want to talk about certain things, that is bothering me, but then of course I feel that I should just shut up and then you do the talking. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from, please? Hello? Hello? Okay. Should we say it's the network? I've been having this issue. Why is even a network like this? I don't know. Every night is supposed to be clearer at night. The network keeps going, Sorry about that. You can call back again, try. And then if you're trying the direct line, it's not going. Let's try the WhatsApp line, which is 08171756338. You people are giving me work. Eh? Okay. Hello. What's your name, please? Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening to you. What's your name, please? Okay. You know, just because it's Friday, just because it's Friday, just because it's open mic, now you're giving me. I'm Shuttlewood. Okay, 0700 903 903 903 08171 756 Let me treat the matter now. Someone is funny. Okay, is there anybody there that wants to that's looking for a relationship? I know that some people, mostly there's a guy, his name starts from T, that is looking for somebody to, a relationship. And someone here sent me a message and saying that she wants a relationship that can lead to marriage. And this is a woman right here. And she actually sent her number. And I am going to give that number out for any of you there that want to peep through and see if it works. She's looking for a relationship. She has not been into any relationship for 2 years. Don't worry, I'll get back to you. It's an open mic, free. Hello, what is your name, please?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
I'm Zezenwa from Isolo.
Okay, Zezenwa from Isolo. Go ahead. What is your say today? Open mic.
Hello?
Go ahead. What is your say? Or have your says. What do you want to talk about?
Hello, can you hear me?
Wow. Is anything wrong? Wait, can you hear me? All right. Okay, so I know that I realized that we're having an issue. I don't know what kind of glitch is that, and it's actually truncating and destroying all of the calls that are coming in. So if eventually I end the show, I'm sorry about that, because the network, I don't know if it's a network or something is not just right somewhere. All right, so shout out to Paulinus from Risala, who is going through things. So Paulinus, may God be with you. We will definitely, I'll get to you. I know you're listening. God will help. And then talking about the woman that's looking for a match. Someone says, Raheem, your head is not correct, but it's okay. It's good. Okay, so it's an open mic. Yeah. It's freedom of a lot of things. Okay. Hello, what is your name, please? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
Hello? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name?
Hello, can you hear me?
What is going on? Can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Oh man.
Please, if you can hear me, let me just replace people.
Okay, go please.
I don't like this. Hello, my name is from Augusta.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I said sometimes I don't like the way although it's my opinion, I don't like the way some of our listeners do talk when they call. You see, this situation of Nigeria, rain doesn't fall in one man's roof. It falls in everybody's roof. Some of them, like one of your callers that called some minutes ago, that spoke for almost 1 hour.
No, 20 minutes. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, man. What's going on today? No. Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Eventually, if you return back, I get what you're trying to say. This is an open mic, okay? So, I mean, it's I personally, I'm not going to condemn anyone. If you want to take all the time, fine, but I know that it's not going to get to an hour. But you can express yourself, and because it's your day, Friday gives you that opportunity. But then, of course, you can make it short and make it precise. And but the thing is, when people call, they just feel like to talk and let it out of their heart and their mind. Okay, sorry about the network issue. We're having a lot of network problem. Hello, what is your name, please?
Yeah, I called back.
Okay.
I don't know if you're hearing me that time.
No, it went off. I don't know.
Okay, this is Emeka from Augusta. I see that sometimes some of us we just talk without considering other people.
Okay.
I'm a businessman.
Okay.
I'm a businessman. I sell. I do buy and sell.
Okay.
You see, this country we are seeing now, we are all suffering it together. Both the buyers and the sellers, we are in for this mess together. I guess.
Yes.
If you're a businessman that owns a shop and you do buy and sell, your mode of buying different from each other, depending on your financial capacity. If I'm buying directly from the company, my price will be cheaper than those that are going to buy from a wholesaler.
Okay.
If I am buying from some of all these are goods. I'm into medical, but I don't want to mention.
No problem. No problem. Go ahead.
Now, things where you share things the way you buy them. You cannot sell equally. Going around trying to segment people's pricing, that one is not going to work. The only thing they can do for us is this government should have their stake, so that there will be competition. Hello?
I'm listening. Go ahead, please. Can you hear me?
Let there be a government market in every local government, so that people will go there and buy. When there is competition, you find out that these prices will less. And they should open borders, so that all these foodstuffs we imported, with the tradition of NAFDAC and the rest of them, closing border for the past 8 years now is what we are facing like this.
Okay.
I don't know if all this our government don't have a advisor for what. Let rice come in. Thailand are the biggest manufacturers of rice. Okay,
Okay, I lost that call there, and I understand exactly where he's coming at. You can call back again and finish where you started. Hello, I got another call here from WhatsApp. What's your name, please?
Hello.
Good evening.
Prince.
B Prince, okay. B Prince, go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Network is not
Good evening,
friendly
the
tonight.
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say something concerning to local government autonomy.
Okay. Um,
Now, when we
Big
are
Prince,
talking
please.
about
Sorry. Can you
local government autonomy,
can you hear me, please? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Just turn off your device. The volume is giving me headaches. I'm having a hallback.
Can you hear me now?
Have you turned it down? Because it's not good to be hearing yourself and myself at the same time. All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm away from it.
Okay, let's go.
Now we are talking about local government autonomy. Hello? Hi.
Go ahead, just
Hello?
speak. Go ahead. Just go ahead and talk. Just go ahead.
All right. So when we are talking about local government autonomy, it is a very right thing that they have done, irrespective of the imperfect structure of that constitution that alliance the local government and the state governors together concerning the joint account.
My God, what a day! Kay. There's nothing I can do right now. I'm just possibly. Well, I'll be ending this show now because the network has been really bad. Okay, so sorry about that, Big Prince. I have another caller. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, this is
Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. What's your name?
Mine is David everyone. I called back. I've called before. So
Okay. Please just go ahead. Even if I'm not answering you, just go ahead and spit what you want to spit and then, go ahead.
Okay, I want to complain about something that happened to me last week Sunday here in Lagos. So I don't know if it's concerned to the government or it's none of their business, but I just want to say it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Last week Sunday, we went for a shooting. Coming back,
What do you mean shooting? What do you mean? You mean a video shooting?
Yes, content creating. So we were coming back late. That was around after 10 at the night, roughly to 11. So when we get to at the motion market, that's where we followed. We actually met, me and my guy, we met a guy on the roadside. So the guy approached us, was like, Alpha, let me observe your phone. And I was like, bro, you can't observe my phone. I don't know you and you don't know me. So how come you just, look, I hear me.
I said, go ahead, just keep talking because sometimes you might not hear me because of the network problems.
All right. The guy was like, you want to see my phone? He likes the phone. I should unlock the phone. So I was
Who's the guy? Is he a police officer?
He's not a police officer. He's a standby guy. He's all these guys that used to stand on the road. I was even seeing him as a normal person, but I don't know that those guys, they are criminals. They were killed. But I met the first one. So I was like, another one was standing outside of the road answering call. So that one was like, what happened? And I was like trying to explain to him that I saw this guy, he was like, I should unlock my phone for him and all of that. That one now hit me on my head and said, I want die in it. Didn't I know that I will unlock the phone? I should unlock the phone and give him. Before the other one from another place came out with pipe, black pipe, that beating me, I should give him the phone. I was surprised. See, as I am now, I'm passing through things. Because the boy said that they break at the gutter side, the thing injured me on my leg. The phone, I did easily buy from that phone, but I finished paid.
So which area is this again? Say.
It's Mushi
area.
I'm in Lagos. Mushi market.
And they're not.
That's exactly. At Mushi market.
Are they community people? Did they ask for money or they're just criminals?
No, they collected the phone and they also collected the money in my pocket.
Oh,
They
so they're
beat me and then my
criminals.
guy. I considered from my guy, and they collected the Infinix 40i from me.
So broad daylight, I think it's not night. Is of course it's not night. Is it? Is in the morning, afternoon,
It's night,
night?
something like this.
At the market area, not in the market.
Yes, at the market side, at Mushin.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to complain this yesterday, but the network is not going through.
And
That's why.
you're not the only one. Then you're not the only one. But first of all, you need to check the program before you complain this kind of stuff. Today I'm giving you
That
guys opportunity for you guys to speak.
Even today that I was supposed to go to work, I can't go to work today because I've lost my phone. This one is
Okay.
the phone that I have to drop at the small phone with me here. I have to drop it out, so I don't go out with this one.
All right.
So it was today that I managed to retrieve my life.
Okay, so thank God you're alive. That you didn't get hurt. You have little injury, but of course your life is very important. And now the information will go around, so people who move around that area will observe, and then the police officers within that Mushi area will definitely, if they care about human beings, they should go there and find out what is happening. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
That's all.
And sorry about your losing your phone. God's gonna help you out. Things are really hard, I know, but just be strong. Hello, what's your name, please?
Good evening, presenter.
Yes, my
God
name
bless
is
you.
Ryan, or you can call me Rahim. I like it if you call me my name.
God bless you, Mr. Rahim. I really love this your program. This is my first time of joining this your show.
First
And
time.
somebody this is my first time actually. I joined about thank you very much. I joined about 10 minutes ago, just because of somebody's opinion, which actually is the same opinion with mine, which I've always been saying on the radio in your station there and other stations.
Okay.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abaranja in Wisconsin.
Oh, Baranje.
But please, before I give my own personal opinion, I want to know the duration of your own show, and of course, from which day to which day. Is it Monday to Friday?
No, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays.
Oh,
From-
thank you very much.
From
Saturday and
9.
Sunday are not inclusive.
No.
Okay,
So
the time.
the time is
From-
9:30 to 11:12. Like
Oh,
11:30,
God
12 o'clock.
God bless you. I'm enjoying this your show because you call it open mic. Is that not so?
Is open mic, and this
Oh.
is actually for
Oh,
every
especially on
Friday.
Friday.
Every Friday.
Exactly. Just like my friend Jude Tani Jude, who presents his own on Fridays to us. Just like your own.
Do you-
Open mic,
do you-
call it open mic.
Do you know
Yes, you said?
Jude one-on-one?
No, I don't know him one-on-one.
Oh, he's your
he's my
guy
radio
on
friend.
radio. Okay.
He's my
Nice.
radio friend.
Okay.
I always, call on his own shows too.
Okay.
And then the morning program, especially every morning, that is the newspaper review.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm part of your family as it were.
Exactly.
God bless you. Rahim is the name, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
God
Yes.
bless you. I'll be following up with your show this time around.
Thank you very
But
much.
again, that's
Okay. So sorry about that. Your line just tweaked. 6 minutes gone past the hour, 11 o'clock. I've been hiding all this while. Some of you don't know that I do the show. Well, you know what they say. If you have little friends, you won't have much problems. Hello. You're welcome back.
Hello, I
Big
called back,
Prince.
Mr.
Big Prince, the network is very troublesome. So I'm very sorry about that.
No problem.
So real
the
quick, my
question I just want to answer before I go into the real thing that I want to unfold this night concerning Akuchinyere's question.
I will answer. I'm looking for the best time to do that. Go ahead,
But
please.
can I put in my own contribution?
Yes, you can.
Actually, when you are talking of somebody that was once brilliant and the somewhere as time goes on is no longer brilliant or smart. Number one, environment that causes
Okay.
the mode of operation system.
All right.
Operation. We may call it ill treatment if in terms of the minors. I mean the children that are growing up, maybe somewhere along the line, she or he was once brilliant somewhere else, taken to another person's house. Now the involvement of all domestic works around the baby, the child, or the little child may be increased to the extent that things that she is doing might not give her a chance to
Okay.
play with or so those things can affect a child. Not only a child, even to a grown-up men or women growing up when they are facing so many things at the same time. You begin to lack some certain information that can make you to be brilliant. So I
Okay.
hope that she's listening to me.
She
Another
is.
thing is diet. If that person is not taking adequate diet that's supposed to boom his
Yeah.
brain and make his IQ to be upgraded, he or she will be lacking
Yeah. True. True. Diet.
in some certain things.
Yeah.
So there is every tendency that a man or a woman that was once brilliant can drop. That was once smart can drop. So these are the things.
Okay.
It is normal. I cannot say it is abnormal. It is normal somehow. But when you are observing it, try to make a change. Or you are doctor, he will tell you what next to do. Or a consultant that can even handle you and give you advices on what to do.
Okay.
But more especially where you are living, if it is not okay for you, you make a move from that place because at least 60% of that can make you to drop.
Yeah. You know what they say? Iron sharpened iron. And if you
Yes.
don't have people around you that push you to that edge where you can learn more and to be in a particular end where you can do things and get yourself, perfect and focus on things, you might have issues, which you're right in those two. But food is also part of it also. So I appreciate that you answered her.
Yeah. So secondly, I just want to chip in some certain things concerning our local government. If
Okay.
they can put when you are talking about anything security, security is not something that when you begin to apply terms and strategies and you get the result immediately, no. But there are some certain tendencies, there are some certain things you will put in that will foster the response of the results. And the people will know that at least from so time to so time, we will achieve it. From so time to so time, we'll achieve it. Until you push them to a very small near hole where you can gather them at a time. Despite that, you can't make it. This local government issue now, autonomy we are talking of now, we give the people the tendency to see their leader, either the traditional leader or the local government chairman or their councillor, and hold them responsibly. More especially, number one, when they have their town hall meeting. Number two, when they place in how they can secure their community.
Okay.
Number three, it will help them to foster this issue of community policing. That community policing will work effectively local government autonomy. And I knew that whenever you are talking about security in a particular locality, where people know themselves, where people gather information, where people depends on their traditional leader and their local government chairman, it will be so hard for another person to come in to insinuate conditions that will never be permitted in that locality. So that is number one. Now I want to talk about our Senate. They are doing well. Whenever somebody comes out to say his mind, they will either suspend that person or they just degrade.
Yeah. Ah, gosh.
All person I just want to ask is number one. A secret court, or is it a hallowed chamber? Are we supposed to be seeing people who in fact they did not say things that is contrary to our law, and they will be facing other music which they're not supposed to face? Is it right? Then another one I want to say something is that, are we really one Nigeria? Is the law of Federal Republic of Nigeria supreme? I still ask this question because I see some people having their own law based on their religion. I have never seen a nation that is riding on two things at the same time. Number one, we have Islamic banking. Why is it that we don't have Christian banking? Number two, why is it that we have a Sharia law?
Okay.
The law of the Federal Republic of
I'm having problem with this. B Prince. They don't worry. I think this night's
have.
Oh man.
So what? In this situation is that if the law of Federal Republic of Nigeria is it supreme? This is my question. I too much bother about this thing I am asking. If it is supreme, let us know. If it is not supreme, let us know. And let us know where we might judge in this Nigeria and know the law that we can face. Whether it is Sharia law or law of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't want to go into a sense because the thing pains me whenever those issues are being reviewed and we sweep it under the carpet, knowing fully well that it is existing in this nation. So that is one thing I want to put in this night. Let's look into it and see whether this nation is being run into two things, either into Sharia law or into the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whether we are still one Nigeria or they are dreaming of any other thing which we don't know. But I know that one day the truth will come out. I read like this. May God bless you people.
Thank you very much. Thank you. B Prince. Even me myself, I tired Jerry. You know, when you keep talking, sometimes you're just gonna get tired. But it's okay. Let me quickly take calls because my time is going. Hello, what's your name, please?
Hello, my name is Ben.
Dan, okay. Is it Danny?
I'm Ben.
Dan.
Ben.
All right, Dan.
Calling from Africa. Yeah.
Right. You're welcome. Have your say, please. It's open mic, so you can go ahead. Ouch. That's painful. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out exactly I'm trying to figure out exactly what's the problem, why I'm having this drop of calls. Hello, what's your name?
Yeah, Stephen back.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, for my papa, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's unfortunate that the leaders are actually not feeling the impact of their negative governance. Because I found out that in Nigeria, the rich keep on getting richer and the poor keep on getting poorer. And also in this country, I found out that judiciary is no longer the common man's way of escape from injustice. And also, I found out that the politicians are hitting the polity to the extent that they are using it as their own personal business. Look at what is happening in Edo State. There's no respect for rule of law. You can imagine Obaseki what he's doing. Yesterday they said he put down the deputy governor's office. Look at the kind of maradonic system of governance. Today he could not allow the young man to come in. The young man picked his chief of staff, press secretary. He said this cannot work. That is still that is the person appointed for deputy still remains there, which means judiciary has been bastardized. Judiciary is no longer relevant.
Exactly.
What are we going to do? It is very, very unfortunate. Look at what is happening in Rivers State, where somebody who have left the office is still trying to control the state. The 25 or 27 young men that they camped from PDP to APC. How can the court of competent jurisdiction say that they are still PDP members after they have declared open? It was open, the national television.
Yeah.
It was radio. And the law is once you defect, you cease to be a member. The office becomes vacant.
Exactly.
I don't understand where we're going to. Sometimes I keep on. People like us will say it's better let military come back so that we know we're under military regime where you cannot air your view, where you don't have freedom of speech. Because the kind of things they are doing looks as if the country is ungovernable. Okay, we are talking about Rivers State. Look at what is happening in Kano. And why is it like that? Because some state of people believe that they are godfathers of the state. Someone like Ndume, the man that was deposed, honorably left and went outside, 5 of them. Now, the military brought him back. He said it's Rubadu. But I know that somebody, the former governor, is at the head of what is happening. The court gave the order, and the order was not accepted. So I don't understand where we are heading to. Now, look at the issue of autonomy. Some governors were saying it cannot happen. That even if it happens, like say Makinde say, it will take 90 days. Why are they greedy? Is it not greediness? The money that is coming to you, you have not been able to use it judiciously. This money, you bank it abroad, you buy. Okay, for example, last month, that we went to Rivers. He had Escalade, armored car of 300 million. Tell me, how many that's such money. How many people do you think he can put in the right direction? Assuming this money is given to the masses. And these governors have not been able to do something reasonable. Now we're talking about no fuel, no refinery, no rice, no this. What industry have they been able to build? Can they build modular refineries? Can they build rice mill in the state? To have 36 rice mill in the state, it can take care of all this. There is money to do this thing, but this money is being channeled to different a different thing. They send it abroad, they keep on laundering money. At the end of the day, they come out, and EFCC will just handle it like this. Look at the issue of Kogi State governor, 2 billion. And they are just, EFCC cannot arrest him. Not only arrest him, the man who stood as a shield is still a governor, because this type of thing cannot happen. This is like obstructing the graft agency from doing their duty. It's just like police want to arrest someone and somebody say you cannot. That person definitely must be arrested. Look at the governor. The governor is free today. Ododo is still supposed, because he is the one that stopped them from arresting Kogi State governor. And up to today, will they say they have not? EFCC said they would not. Would they say they have not? They don't know where he is, or they have not. They are not seen him. I'm waiting when Olu they will resign, because he said if he did not prosecute him, he will resign. I'm waiting him to live up to his words. But if not, then unfortunately we don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Look at the 500 and something billion. Look at the way the governors are looting this money. So why can't military take over? We know we are under military. If they give us, we take. Then for us to say we elected them democratically. Look at what this man said. I think Ndume recently said that it is being said that politicians loot money. Do you know what they suffer and how much they spend? Must they spend money for election? Is it authorized? Money bag politics, is it authorized? It's not authorized. But because the kind of country we're living. So why must you spend money? That's why you should tell them, by the time they spend this money, they bribe INEC, they bribe judiciary, they bribe police. At the end of it all, they will recoup this money. And the masses are suffering. The issue of autonomous now, the local government, tomorrow you will see them, the way they'll be living in fool's paradise. They'll be spending money as if in frivolities. They will be spending money as if the money belongs to them. That is the kind of thing. So if you find out that there is no way this country, the way it's going, I pray God will help this country, because I feel that the government is confused in their way. What they are doing is trial and error. That is what I found out. The rice trucks you want to send 20 trucks to East. 20 trucks, 600 bags. By 20 is 1,200 bags, 12,000 bags. How many people will it feed in a state? It can't even feed also the local government if it's in Lagos. So you find out that this money, all these things, will even go to politicians. It will not reach the masses that this thing is meant for. Our people don't learn their lessons. So I think what this government should do is to look for something enduring, something that can help the economy to grow. Because even the 70,000 naira you are paying to workers cannot go anywhere. The workers will want to also protest, because definitely the price of commodity will keep on catapulting and sky, and dollar will be going up and naira will be nosediving if we cannot arrest it. Even what is his name? The LOSC chairman said they promised in 3 years. Constitutionally, it's 5 years, and this 3 years is the time we'll be talking about election. So I don't think it's realizable. Yes, when the man will be talking, you will be telling him to come and increase the investment that was done by Babangida up to now, nothing. 18,000, 30,000, they could not pay it. Talking about 70,000. Unless they will want to do like Obaseki, fine. But if not, so many governors are not ready to pay this money. And tomorrow we'll start from square one. It's very unfortunate that we critically have looked at the issue of this particular regime. They have not been able to do anything. The subsidy removed. What did you have, in place of a subsidy? Or you decided to put the cart before the horse, which is impossible. That's why we are suffering today. Everyone is suffering from A to Z. It's only those within the corridor of power. What you buy 10 naira today, tomorrow, you go and they tell you it's 15 naira. So it's very, very unfortunate. You float naira without having a base. Look at how naira is just like dying. In all the currencies are prescribing naira today. Naira is no longer what it's supposed to be. You know? And once you have a currency that is not strong, like Venezuelan currency, like when we have Italian lira. Those days, Italian lira is you can carry one bag of Ghana must go with. Italian lira it doesn't want anything. You know, they go to unified European currency. So Nigeria is, I don't know whether we will change the name or change the character. Bros, I don't know whether the name will change or not the character. but I think we need to rebrand our character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we rebrand our character, we'll get it right. Not changing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Because all those things does not help.
Okay.
Now the Senate want to approve another 6.2 trillion. The ones that have been borrowed, what have they been using it? Has it had any impact on the masses or in the economy? It has gone second reading. Maybe very soon it will pass. And we're hearing that the has been bought for the president. And you are telling the masses to have patience. How long will the masses have patience? Is it when they die? Well, I think there are so many things to say, but let me rest my case so that maybe other people may have their own contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. I don't know exactly what name to give it. It's I don't know which word I can use to define how I see the things that are going on in the country. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, what's your name, please?
Good evening, Maoka. Happy weekend, sir. God bless you this evening. My name is Good News.
All right, good news.
Sir, please, don't be angry, sir. Please, I want to ask you a question. Because
why is everybody asking me a question now?
Sometimes I'm confused.
Don't confuse. Why will you be confused? If they're confused, say what happened. Don't be confused.
Okay.
Stand your ground.
Okay, sir. Sir, please, I want to ask you, is this country have independence?
If the country have independence. I don't know what you mean. What are you asking this kind of question for? Why? What's the reason?
The reason why I ask this question, how everything just turned upside down like this. Why this country suffer like this?
It's the bad leadership now. Bad people that some small things are controlling to not take care of the people. See, if we have a bad leaders, we will never do well. The country itself is blessed. The country is blessed. But the people running the country, the people running the nation, they are not doing well. Me and you, Seth, were asking, still asking the question, why are they not doing well? Although it might seem that we have the knowledge of why they're not doing well. But there is no, how will I put it now? There is no fancy words that we can use to, put down and answer the reasons why they're not doing well. If you're a leader, from what I understand, good news, please let me just speak since you are, let me not spend your credit. If you're a leader, as we understand, the leaders are supposed to know what to and be held responsible. If they are not doing well, step aside, let somebody try. That's how it is. And that's how we were taught. And that's how it's done internationally, standard all over the world. When leaders are not doing well, they just step aside, let somebody else try. But this one, they keep doing the trying and error according to the last caller before good news. They try, they spoil, they try, they use, they shine, they whine us. They whine us. And then when they whine us, it's like the rat that blows breeze while biting and scraping your legs. That's what they're doing. They will come and be blowing breeze, putting small tufancha in the air so the people will not react. What is wrong with our leaders? It's only God knows. I don't even know how to answer that question. My time is fast spent, but because of the earlier time, I'm still trying to pick some more calls. Please, 0700 903 903 903. I'll leave my work and I would like to, pick some calls. If you've called before, please, there's no need for you to call back. Hello, what's your name, please?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Rahim.
Yeah.
It was the network that made me to talk at all when
exactly,
I called.
The network. Exactly.
Yeah. Sister is the name. I'm calling from Abanga in Kotu.
I know. That area is a fine place, and the air there is sweet.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk.
Please,
actually, as I told you, I've been calling your session, and most times I tend to differ from what others say.
Yeah.
I talk like a patriot.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I wouldn't tell you that I'm getting anything from APC or that I've benefited anything from Bola Ahmed Tinubu as it were. But whenever I talk like a patriot, and I want to be seen and regarded as a patriot. Now, let me start by saying this. First, the Senator Ndume case. Today, he went to the press in Borno State, his own state, to address the press after he has been removed as the chief whip. To me, I saw that as being sober. And then in his soberness, it became very poetic. To me, his removal is very much welcome as far as I'm concerned, because you don't need to criticize the government that way. The government you are a member of.
But
for that matter.
Let me ask you a question, because I was watching his interview on a particular TV station where he talked about the what word did he even use? The clipomaniacs or
Yeah. To summarize that, what you have just asked now is that he said that the government and the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being caged. You understand? And not only that, he has not allowed people, some ministers, to see him.
But
he has sent him from some ministers. These are just the two things.
But
me, he was putting for himself. He is not the PRO of those ministers.
Okay.
We don't even know those ministers who he said are not allowed to see Mr. President. And to say that Mr. President is being caged, I don't know what he meant by that. You understand? Is Mr. President a dog or a lion in the cage? So, when we talk, international community, the investors, foreign investors are also watching. This is a global village. Whatever we do in Nigeria here, they hear it everywhere. And moreover, is a senior member, as I told you, of APC and a high-ranking senator for that matter. Chief whip.
Yeah, chief whip. Yes.
So when he talks on the floor of the Senate, he has no problem. But going to grant interview to BBC, that is Hausa language or whatever, and then of course Arise television, he has gone beyond his boundary. To me, I just see him as a disgruntled person. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Probably for one reason or the other, he has not been able to see the president, so he has now transferred the aggression to people. To the presidency as it were, and of course trying to play to the gallery. So that people will like him and say that he's part and parcel of the masses, which is wrong. It's not. So that is that. Then on the minimum wage, I would say too that this is very much commendable. The 70,000 naira is very much commendable. You understand? So, but some centrifugal forces in the policy wouldn't have allowed us to be. They would have still allowed it to linger on for labor and government to clash, which to me is not good. You understand? That is why I said I speak like a person, but to most people they believe that I'm supporting the government unnecessarily. No, I'm also suffering from what others are suffering. You see, for instance, I've been one of the people who has said at the issue that they should be the opening of the borders, and I still maintain that even the palliatives being given by the government, I say it as audio palliative. I have never seen anybody who has received it. You understand? And these state governors are the people who are just mismanaging the economy. Not even the presidency, not even the federal, because people rely on, they look on the federal instead of the subnationals, that is state governors. And these state governors are people who are doing very bad things. Going to further, you find that, I have said that the border should be open in respect of these 70,000 and so that they will not pursue. You understand? Because when the borders are not open for a long time and goods don't come in, especially food stuff, where they have to remove the duty, make the food duty free, tax free, and of course tariff free. Because even when you open the borders for the importers to bring in food, they still talk about the dollars. The economy has been dollarized. So they have to spend a lot of money bringing food. That's why I said I joined you when somebody was making the point I made at the point in time that in all local governments and in fact in many markets, there should also be government people selling their own food. Just like we have in petroleum industry where we have NNPC and other private marketers. You understand? So that they will sell food and then to people who want to buy, and then people want to buy from the private food. They should also buy. So that the price they come, the internationally trade will go down. Because this market women and men, we want to abuse the opportunity. We want to open the border. That's why I suggested that, and my friend too, who phoned before I called, also made that suggestion. That is that. Then on the local government itself being given financial autonomy is very good. You can see how the governors are saying that they don't support it and this and that, but it has taken place because the Supreme Court is the final court of the land. So some people have quoted a constitution that is 162 subsection 6 that if that is not amended, that the judgment comes to nullity. But to me, it's not a nullity because according to what I read in elementary government, it is said that judges do not make laws, but it is what they say that becomes the law, especially when it is the Supreme Court. So they are giving that judgment. So whether the state governors like it or not, they must obey. And in fact, they started obeying. Though, like some governors, like in Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde, he's still saying that he doesn't believe in such things. But we are past that level. So the financial autonomy of the local government should stand. Besides the chairman, they should stand. So that means too that this 70,000 naira being proposed, because it is still being proposed, because it has to go to the National Assembly for it to be approved, and then the government, the president to assent to it. The local government too, they have to pay, apart from the state governors and of course the federal government. So that is that. Then there is a very sensitive issue, which I want you to know. I differ a little bit from thought. And why is that? My Igbo brothers don't like me when I say thought. And that is Nnamdi Kanu. Hello, are you hearing me?
Go ahead, please.
Very good. On Nnamdi Kanu's matter, I want freedom. I want peace. Because where there's peace, there's political stability. And when there's political stability, there's progress. You understand? In as much as I believe that I want freedom, where your freedom stops is where mine begins, and vice versa. On Nnamdi Kanu's case, I don't know where he belongs. For instance, just let me take from the last one. Let me not just begin from the genesis of the whole thing. But the last one, he said he wanted settlement out of court, with the federal government. Then later, he now went again to say that the jurisdiction, he now contested the jurisdiction of Nyako, Binta Nyako's court that is trying him. So we don't know where it belongs. Then later, he now again went to say that he asked for fundamental human rights because for appeal, which he lost. Like he wanted to claim 1 billion naira. So where does he actually belong to? Though we know that according to the latest report that he sick, the government should give him his doctor to treat him. You understand? But he's a man who probably did not witness the war. Probably must have been born during the war, till the tail of the end of the war, or even after the war, between 67 and 1970. So he did not witness the war. So he cannot call himself to be the chairman or the president or the leader of IPOB. I suggested to them that they should call themselves descendants of Biafran Republic. You understand? So because even the man that actually fought the war with his father's money and his own money, or the later the Ojuku, did not say that they should get another war when he was giving that liberty or freedom as it were, after he fled to another African country because then he came back during Sagari regime. So he had said himself before he died that there should not be two civil war in any country because when there's another civil war, that country will not stand again. And you know, so and in Nigeria there's what we call the North-South dichotomy, the Northern hegemony in Nigeria. You understand? So when this man during Buhari's regime, that is Nnamdi Kanu, he was making a very big propaganda, which I, for one, didn't like. And many people still believe in that propaganda. He was talking about, that our man, that is the Buhari himself, had died when he went to London for his health care. You understand? That I died and there was a robot in him, duplicate of Buhari. So people were surprised. And this matter, they do not like such a thing. And because of that, he was making a lot of propaganda, before he was detained at the initial, detained, and charged for treasonable felony. Later, they released him on bail, which the senator became a shorty for him. That was before the Python dance. After he was released at that time, he was still going on making propaganda and talking about the government, sort of things about the government. Okay. So that led to the Python dance in which he escaped. And thank God he was able to escape. Because when he escaped, I, for one, thought that he was killed by the government. That he couldn't have escaped. And that was what many people believed. But I was so surprised when he was rendition from Kenya.
Okay.
So that, in fact, vindicated the government that they did not kill him during the Python dance. Because the difference between the content that is the content before the Python dance and after the Python dance. People are talking about after the Python dance, our Igbo brothers and sisters. They believe in the life after Python dance. When he went abroad and from there he went to Kenya, then Kenya he was rendition and brought back. Okay. Now because of that, the government he went to the court and the court freed him. You understand? And he even said he's free because he was rendition. But the thing is that the government is holding him because of the problem, because the Python dance. That's the propaganda. That's what propaganda he was making. So let me stop for now. Because that is the reason why many of my brothers are not happy with me when I talk about Nnamdi Kanu. But I want peace. I want peace. Okay. So even this one that is saying that he should be released. How about the man in Finland, Sam Eda? Okay. You understand? So once he's released, Simon Eda may take over, and we don't know what will happen. So, but let this man be sober for God's sake. That is Nnamdi Kanu. So let him be sober and tell the government that he wants to be released and he wants peace. After all, when Odumogojuku came to Nigeria, he joined NPN as it were, that the ruling party. So there's nothing wrong in joining the APC or becoming neutral instead of making problems. So that is my permission for that. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Ryan. Thank you for calling.
God bless you.
My time is gone, and I actually wanted to ask a couple of questions, but he kept talking, so it was hard for me to ask him questions. When the time is really gone like this, see now, normally it's supposed to be 11:30. It's now that you guys are calling, but when I say call early, well, I don't blame you. Hello, last caller.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, please. My name is Teddy. I'm calling from Ayabo.
Okay, KB.
Yeah, Teddy, please.
All right, Tony.
Yeah.
Is it Tony? Tony?
Teddy.
Yeah, I can't hear that well. So, okay, go ahead.
Okay, Teddy. Teddy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the minimum wage and then maybe some other issues. Now, I can hear the last caller saying, he was trying to say bravo to the government for making the minimum wage up to 70,000 naira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to ask you, please, what is the equivalent of naira to pounds per today? Hello?
I don't know. Can you remember?
Okay, I'm not in the media. I'm not in the so I don't know much.
Is it the
Yeah, but if
exchange rate with pounds? You mean pounds, right?
Yeah, pounds.
I don't know the recent rate.
Okay, I think maybe 5 days or it should be around the 2,000 some fraction, 2,000 something.
Possible so.
Yeah. So if now said 70, if you divide 70,000 by 2,000 by 2,000 point something, it will not give you more than 35. That's about 35 pounds.
Okay.
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 Now 35 pounds is equivalent to what ordinary laborer gets in 2 days in Britain.
Yeah.
35 pounds
We know that.
is what an average laborer in Britain can get in days. Which means a Nigerian will work from day 1 to 30th or 31st, and he will be given 70,000.
Yeah. Yes.
And that is what somebody there is sitting down saying that the government, they side. Now, if the government, whatever they want to do, they will try you to dollar and pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That when they want to deal with the poor people like us,
I prefer
They
you.
don't repair-
I
they don't-
prefer you saying the
Yeah.
ordinary man, and not poor.
poor. I can only feed myself. I can't do any other thing.
Well, you're not poor if you can feed yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I'm not poor.
Mm-hmm.
But like I can't pay my bills, I can't pay my NEPA bill. I'm not debating. I'm living in a 3-bedroom flat of mine built out of my sweat.
Okay. Nice.
Now, I'm retired.
Okay.
My salary is pension is not more than 70,000 naira per month.
Mm.
And because I am living in a flat, NEPA brings 45,000 naira, 45,000 naira, but I don't have to prepared. I can't afford prepared. I can't get the money to buy prepared. Now, because of that, they all people that do not have prepared, they channel all the whole money to them. They bill me sometimes 45,000, 30,000, 35,000. And it's a man, I don't have television. I have television. I have only one fridge, 3 fans. I don't play sound music. I don't have any burner. I don't have a pumping machine. They don't access my house. They just they call it crazy bill. I don't know when NEPA what they call themselves to pay that electricity when they're crazy. They say it's crazy bill.
Mm.
They send me they started sending 45, 30, 20, whatever they just like, they just give to me. And a man that is using nothing. My neighbors around me that have pumping machine, they pump water, they have fish industry, they don't spend more than 10,000 naira a month. And they use multiple gadgets, appliances. They don't spend 10,000 naira a month. Myself, using freezer and those things, and then they charging whatever they like. And it's inside from this money, person like me, that they give 70,000, we pay NEPA. And that my brother that left said 70,000 naira.
No, but
nice.
but at least let the how will I put it now? Let your
come again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
I think it would be better for you to put the blame on the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, who actually said that for a particular thing, for a particular reason, he allowed that 70,000. Is the person we should be putting the blame on?
Yeah.
And not the caller.
I blame them. But I don't like people when you see things that is because 30,000 was in vogue before. Now they say 70, and you believe I'm telling you good. What is 70 now? What was the value of naira to dollar then? And now he didn't check that, and he agreed with them that he has tried. That's only what I'm saying. Before you concoct anything, you must be able to do your graphic work on it. What was the dollar exchange then when they made it 30,000? During the time of Jonathan, was it dollar rate? You should check all those things. Right now, Nigeria, like in India, and he said the Uganda shilling is worthless than toilet roll.
Okay.
So Nigerian money now, I don't know what it is. I don't want to name it.
Okay, it's okay.
I don't know what it is. You can have 70,000. You want to cook soup before you come back. You can't even 40,000 soup. You try to eat a better soup.
True, it doesn't last.
So I can somebody said a sovereign Nigerian, like what I said, 70,000 is good. I don't want to talk about level.
Okay.
Level they've sold themselves. They've sold themselves. And I know that no Nigeria will take level serious anymore. Right from the past president, it is a particular person. No Nigeria will take them serious. No matter whatever they shout, whatever they talk, they compromise. They've got their own case. Yes.
All right.
They've got their own.
Okay.
We are the down road. We suffer. But I know it will remain like this forever. That's time for everything. And maybe somebody will rise up one day and correct it.
All right. My time has gone. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. And that will be the last caller for now because I got to go. So that has been disconnected. Well, the minimum wage that we're talking about, there's been a whole lot. The Georgiero, the president of the NLC, is saying that he accepted 70,000 naira because of hike in petrol price, to prevent hike in petrol price. This is not what he said before. He said something like the review usually, 5 years is when they take to review the minimum wage every 5 years. That he also accepted, that was the very first article I read about what he said, that because he said 3 years, they've been cut it down from 5 years to 3 years review of the minimum wage. It can be reviewed again after 3 years, which doesn't make that actually doesn't make sense to me. But he said following the agreement between the organized labor and the President Bola Tinubu as a new national minimum wage, the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Georgiero, disclosed the labor rejected an earlier proposed 250,000 minimum wage, which is what I was actually thinking they will get to. And he said he did it because he doesn't want the increase of petrol price. So that's why he did it. God knows how that comes about. And there's a lot of other things. I also heard that he said, I think he did it for what reason? I don't know. He's just spinning out a whole lot. Okay, so that's that. Let me move away from there and let's go to other things I do want to talk about before I shut down. Now, I'm gonna get to uh, I'm gonna get to Akuchin here to talk about that. Mind you, everything that is going on in the country, I'm actually getting an information that yes, there is an anti-government protest that will be taking place. It's already going on social media, so people need to be careful. And then talking about the River State's local government autonomy, I know all of this thing that people are talking about. I see politics and everything. It's politics and how we can connect this to pay them at 2027 election. So everybody's trying to grab, all the parties are trying to grab what they can grab the people, the delegates, the local government, be close to them so they can, manipulate whatever, because it is the politics that we're talking about right here. So that's it. It's nothing but politics. And then, of course, for those who are talking about the food thing, hike in food, I also heard that there is a good news. The federal government finally addresses the food increase to review price of, food stuff, more especially rice and gari, which is the primary stuff that we eat here. Okay. And more all that. Things are going on. Just a couple of days ago, was it today or yesterday, somebody actually wanted to commit suicide. A man wanted to commit suicide, and he was detained for not committing suicide. And that was a good part for the police officers who did that. I can't remember where exactly this happened, but I'm going to find that. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. Because my time has gone, I have to just, briefly talk about real quickly about the people being intelligent, and then they're all of a sudden, there are a lot of things that have to do with the brain. I have just 1 minute. Genetics is one of the problem. Genetics might be an issue. Environment, as Big Prince would say, factors could be one of the factors. Environment, too, parenting, education, learning, resources. In nutrition, as he said, food can also, because the impact of intelligence is the brain, and when the brain is not actually getting enough good food that mobilize the brain to work positively, it's going to be a problem. Physical exercise, if you're sleeping too much, you're watching what you're not watching, if you're stressed and you have a serious high stress level, can make you to not to be intelligent anymore. If you sleep a lot or you don't sleep, adequate sleep is important for the brain health, and which is actually connected to intelligence. So all of these things are, and I will have talked more about it, but my time has really gone. So as you know, that intelligence has been defined as many ways: its capacity for abstraction, its logic, its understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, even creativity. You will need to activate all those things and make sure that you stay away from things that will be, a problem to all of that. Okay, so at least I've been able to, Big Prince also try to talk about that. So I said it again, I'll say it again. Stress can make somebody to not be intelligent anymore. Nutrition, the food you eat, because nutrients, proper nutrition contribute to cognitive development, which can be a blessing to your, you see a child or an adult be intelligent. Is somebody say take particular fruit, it can get to your brain and make you, can give you that effect, that cognitive development. And then education, physical exercise, another thing. Brain structure and function, and environment can cause that problem. If you're not getting adequate sleep is a problem. If you don't want to be learning, you don't want to be perusing, maybe reading a book or putting your mind and having a critical thinking, it might cost you problem, or not you, for your intelligence to swipe down, So now Akuchinyera, I hope you're listening. 1 minute's gone past the midnight hour. I've got to go. I did this purposely because I purposefully wanted to, just stay until now. It's a sacrifice. Normally it's 11:30. But thank you everyone who called in. Next Friday we will do the same thing. On Monday I'm not going to be here. On Tuesday I will be here for those who want to hear. Tuesday we'll talk about socials. we talk about relationship. Wednesday, we talk about socials and relation to brothers to human being and all that. And Thursday, we talk about politics. We talk about literally updates of all the news happening and the trending, updates. And then on Friday, the mics are open for you. That is me on the Nighttime Show. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Take care. God bless.